and get that link over to you. My name is Heather Harrison. I am the CEO and founder of the Embrace Empire, and we have several leaders on here today as well. So if you have questions, please post those in the chat. We will make sure to get those to you guys. Our goal and our objective is just to kind of go over why we started our journeys into coaching. Everybody starts in a different place and we all start differently. So, and we'll go over objections, maybe why your spouse isn't supportive, maybe why you don't think you have time to run this business. Of course, earning income is a huge question we all have. How much time does it take and how much effort do you have to put into it? And I will say this, everybody starts in a different place. It might start where you just want to invite friends and family, and then, later on you want to possibly earn enough income to stay at home and run this. It is up to you and your efforts on where you're going to be with coaching. So a little bit about myself. I started coaching 5 years ago, and I actually didn't do this to make an income. I did it to have a community that would help me through my good times and bad. I had just moved to Saudi Arabia and I had a 9-week-old and a 2-year-old. So life was hectic for me. I went from having a lot of help to relying on my husband for everything. And I was 40 to 45 pounds heavier than I am now. And I just needed something I could do when my kids were napping. And that was, I had 2 babies per se, and I couldn't get to a gym. I couldn't go running. Running was like my lifeline, and I loved it, but it wasn't feasible. So I started with a 21-day fix, and I went all in with that, and I never looked back. I didn't know what coaching was. I just knew that I was going to share what I was doing every single day. And being in Saudi Arabia, I was 9 hours ahead of schedule from here. And so I would just share what I was doing. I was sharing my results, and people were asking me, what are you doing? Like, what is it that you're doing? And so I just started sharing that. I never knew how to place a coach. I didn't know anything. And the beauty is you don't have to know it all. You don't have to know what you're doing. You have a team of women and amazing leaders that will help you through all of the nitty-gritty of it. I actually didn't really go all in until 2017. We moved home and my husband said, you have to find a full-time job. And I went to Lori, my coach, and I said, I don't want to go find a full-time job. I need to make this work. So November 2017 was my all in. That is when I started coaching full time. And I never looked back. I made goals that were scary for myself. I show up every single day. I push myself every single day. And even when my mood is down, I still show up because this is what I want to do. It allows me to be at home with my kids. It allows me to get my kids off the bus and put them on the bus in the morning. It allows me to be at all of their functions. And my husband came home just for vacation in March of this year, and he has not gone back to Saudi Arabia. And so this has truly been a godsend for me because we're not sure of his situation right now. So that's the short of my story. And I was going to go ahead and I've got some, just a little presentation to share with you guys. And I know Lori's going to jump on too and go ahead. And she's going to help us through this as well. Let me go back. Start this over. So what we kind of do as influencers, you're going to see different things. We might be fitness influencers. I like to just call myself a health and wellness coach. That is truly my passion, and that is where I lie with this business. I have a nutrition psychology degree, so nutrition is huge for me. As a coach, the best part is you work on yourself first. If you can't work on yourself first, it's going to be really, really, really hard for you to show what you're doing, show what's working, and believe in the products that you're using. So we focus on nutrition just as much as we focus on your fitness, because you can show up to your fitness programs every single day, but if your nutrition is off, you're not going to see the results that you want to see. We have a superfood shake that absolutely 100%, if you go do the research, the quality of the products or the quality of the ingredients, they're amazing. We really take the time and effort to understand what we're putting into our products. And so a lot of people sometimes say, oh, well, that's a little bit more expensive. You can't compare apples to, like, it's not an apples to apples comparison if you're going to go compare, because if you break it down, you truly are getting the best product of the best ingredients in here. We have our collagen and our performance line, which is it's sponsored by Ironman. Not a lot of pre-workouts or post-workouts or recover. It's not going to be sponsored by something like that if the quality of the ingredients is not going to pass a drug test. Let's just be honest. Our pre-workout's amazing. It's all natural and plant-based. And I actually have stopped drinking coffee because I kind of just turn to that if I need a little boost throughout my day. Then we have our beach bars, which I throw in my bag. It's a quick, easy snack on the go, and it's quality ingredients. If you pair that with the programs to get the best results, you guys, I love it because it makes it super simple, super easy. All of our programs are now on demand. You can pull up your screen to your computer, you can pull up your phone, you can pull up a Fire Stick or a Roku, and you're going to have access to Beachbody On Demand, not only with Wi-Fi, but you can download up to 7 workouts without Wi-Fi. So that if you're going camping, if you're going to go somewhere where you don't have reception, you'll have those workouts to do. You don't have to worry about meal plans. You don't have to worry what, recipes. It's all on Beachbody On Demand. And that is our job as a coach, is to help you guys gain access to that and understand where everything is. We share on social media. I'm going to be honest with you guys. I have coaches that share a ton on Instagram and on Facebook, and I have a lot of coaches that love that face-to-face interaction. With COVID, it's been an absolute blessing to be able to have an online business and be able to share what we do through these 2 platforms. We share our journeys, we share our experience. I am an open book. I don't share a highlight reel. I am who I am, and if you don't like it, then you're not my tribe, and that is okay. You're not always going to see me smiling. I deal with depression. I deal with anxiety. I have 2 autoimmune diseases. But we focus on our results and our journeys, but also know that there's not going to be an end. There's no final destination. And you might have times where you're not comfortable again. Maybe you've gained some weight. Maybe you're just at a different place in your life. Maybe your family is getting ready to do a huge move. I like to say I use my social media platform as my journal. And it makes me relatable, because if you can relate to somebody that's looking at your feed, you will probably change their day. You can wake up and say, how am I going to change somebody's day? And I look at social media platforms that are positive. I try to stay away from the negative and things of that nature, because I don't want that to bog me down. So Facebook and Instagram are amazing platforms to connect with others and build a network. I did not have an Instagram account when I first started. I just started my Instagram account about 2.5 years ago. So don't think because you don't have a huge following, you can't build this business. It starts with you and your warm market, your friends, your family, and sharing it with the people that you love and that you think can benefit from it. You're joining a team too of really supportive and empowering coaches. The endless amounts of trainings that I know as a coach, I didn't have when I started. We have amazing, amazing trainings now. So anything that you don't know, we will help you out with. We have a new coach training we will put you through. We have monthly calls, weekly calls that are amazing, but also uh, a lot of them are recorded, so you can go back and you are able to rewatch those and learn more. So the people listen to me when I say this, because the people in your life don't want to see perfect. They want to see somebody that is raw and real and that they can trust. And the more you show up and the more you create a trust out of them, the more likely they're going to say, she's going to show up every single day, and that's what I need in a coach. And you know, I have people that it took 4 years for them to come jump on, but at the end of the day, they said, you showed up every single day, and that is what I need. I need a community, and I need a coach that's going to be there for me. How do we support our customers? Through online private accountability groups. You might see this new thing called BOD groups. It's fairly new, and it's run through our platform on Beachbody On Demand. So it's kind of like having a Facebook group all within your Beachbody On Demand app on your phone. We cheer you guys on. We love you. We provide daily accountability, recipes. We will empower you if you are struggling. I have a lot of women that, you know, are postpartum moms, and they're like, Heather, I'm going to check in with you every single day just to hold myself accountable for getting me time in. We share tips. We share, you know, I share my struggles, and we celebrate our wins together, our struggles together. We have weekly meal plans that we go ahead and we upload, but there's no wrong way to run a group. It's your business. And as your mentor, I will point you towards resources that you need to be successful, but you're also more than welcome to plug your new coaches and customers in our groups. Don't ever feel that you have to automatically start up a group just because you became a coach. We want you to be comfortable when you start your new group. So if that means plugging your customers in, plugging your new coaches in to our groups, and then maybe helping us run our group and then branching off and doing that, that's what we want you to do. We do have some monthly fees, and one of our biggest things is being proof of the product, meaning that you do use Beachbody products and you're doing your workouts, because that's what you're going to be selling to others, right? So we ask that you have your personal volume, which is 50 PV, or personal volume. You can be $50 a month to be an active coach. That's selling 50 personal volume, or selling $50, or purchasing $50. If you can't afford this, talk to your coach who you're signing up with, so we can show you guys how to get that covered, because that is literally signing up and helping one person a month get started. Okay, so as a coach, we don't want you to sign up and then say, if you're going to be doing this as a hobby, or you're going to be doing this to build your business, we want you to try new products. We want you to be active. We want you guys to be sharing what you're using. And I don't love, you know, I have products that I love and I use every single day. And then I have products that I've tried, and I have some products I can't use because of my allergies, but that's fine. You know, I try everything because I think that if I can give an honest opinion about it, or how it helped me, it's going to help me not sell it. It's going to help me be, you know, honest to my word when I say, this is what I'm requesting. This is my request. This is how I think that we need to get you started. You know, our Recover, it helps tremendously with our muscle recovery. And I believe in it because I am so sore sometimes after a workout. And I know that if I use it, I'm not going to be sore the next day. Our Energize, hands down, the best product pre-workout on the market. Not going to give you jitters. It's not going to give you heart palpitations. And if you drink it at 8 o'clock at night, you're still going to be able to go to bed. I love it. So 50 PV is going to be either sold or you're going to be purchasing $50 worth of product, okay? You also have a $15.95 a month to have access to your own website for coaching or coach mentorship trainings, and basically to own your business. Like that's, you are given your whole back office, where your customers are, where their emails, their phone numbers, where all of your business is run. It's $15.95. You don't have to have an inventory. I love that about us. We have distribution centers. You have your own website. You actually use what we use is our platform called Share a Cart, where you get to actually put together that person's cart for them. So you have a link you send to them. It takes them directly to their checkout, and we make it as simple as possible. So $15.95 to become a coach, to be able to tap into what we have. Each coach gets 3 websites that promotes your products. It'll promote yourself, and it promote like general Beachbody, okay? There's no monthly quotas to reach for selling, and if you don't help anybody that month, it's okay. But what I will say is, if you look at this business like a brick and mortar business, like a business that you're going to for your job, every single job has a quota that you have to meet. Every single company that you're going to go to, they're going to provide you with goals and metrics that you have to meet. And every single month, our metric is Success Club, which is helping 3 people a month get started with their journey. And if you're serious about this business and you take it seriously, that 3 people, we're not asking you to come and, invite and sign on 20 people a month. It's 3 people a month, and that will show that you are actively growing your business. And we have a few different paths to coaching, okay? We've got our discount coach. You guys love the products. You love getting your 25% discount. You like being a part of our fitness community. You want insider access to upcoming products and programs, but you're not interested in coaching right now. You never know. A lot of my top leaders are now community and legacy builders, because I saw something in them as a discount coach. I saw their transformations, and I saw them inspiring so many people. A hobby coach, you love the programs and the products, you love the discount, you share your results, you want to share with your friends and your family, and you want that insider access. You would like to make a little bit of commission by helping your friends and family. You have a full-time job that you love, but you want something for yourself. Totally okay. You have a community builder that loves the products, loves the discount, shares their results with friends, family. You have a social network that you share with. You want to learn though about the business. You have a job that you love, but having that extra income and that potential is something that you crave. You guys, I was a full-time corporate recruiter and loved my job. And it wasn't until I started doing this, I realized I was not okay with putting my kids back in daycare. It wasn't until my little girl said, "Mommy, are you going to be there to get me off the bus every single day?" That's when I knew this was going to work, because I was not going to put them at 5:30 in the morning in daycare while I drove an hour to work, and then I had maybe a couple hours to spend with them at night. So you guys never know. And then you have a legacy builder, okay? These are going to be your full-time coaches. You love and use the products. You share your journey consistently, and that is the key, consistent. You love the discount. You love the fitness groups, and you want to mentor other women to create their own by earning trips, by earning an income, by making an impact, and building a legacy in a long-lasting business. You might go from community builder to legacy builder, hobby coach to legacy builder. It all depends on you and what you want out of this business. Why Beachbody? As coaches, you guys, there's no creating meal plans or workouts. We have the experts that are there that are creating them for you. We align you with the program and plan that is going to be the best fit for them. You don't have to be a certified personal trainer, although we have several personal trainers that love group fitness and personal training, but they utilize this and are able to provide something for their clients outside of that one-on-one personal training time, right? We provide itself and we deliver the results. Why? Because we have a total solution of a nutrition program plus your workout programs, okay? You don't have to have inventory. We handle everything for you guys. The shipping and the customer service, it's all handled for us. There's no buy-ins. And as a coach, there's zero sales requirements. However, you're given extra rewards for remaining on our monthly home direct orders, being proof your product works. And if you help 3 people a month, honestly, you're growing your business. And our team, we constantly have trainings and support you guys. Health and fitness, like your personal goals are important. We have weekly team calls and trainings. We have a team page and endless amounts of resources. And you can actually join your teammates for a number of our events and workshops, as well as earning trips to hang out with. You guys probably see a lot of us. COVID happened this year. Our trip to Punta Cana got canceled. Our leadership event got canceled, but they're still doing, our summit was canceled. They are still providing us with amazing things to compensate for what's going on. We had a virtual summit that was phenomenal this year. They're going to have a virtual leadership. Next year, our Success Club trip, which we will go more in depth about, is in Mexico. So you have the opportunity to earn that. Beachbody gives us quarterly rewards as well as earned trips. We have yearly conventions. It's typically in July where we meet up and learn for a few days. We work out together with all of our trainers. The rewards and trips are earned by helping yourself, helping people, and helping your team do the same thing. The rewards, seriously, they happen with consistency, dedication, hard work, and passion. Is Lori there? I think she's going to jump on and talk about our income.
All right, you guys. So as you've been listening to this, I hope you're kind of thinking to yourself, okay, well, is this something I could really do? You know, she's talking about just sharing, just working on my personal journey. And I do tend to hear a lot of questions on, okay, well, what if I'm working full time? What if I, don't need the income? What if I don't want to retire from my job? What if all these things? And you guys, the cool thing about this business is it can work for anyone. It's very customizable. It is very flexible, but it works if you work it. And there's different ways that you can create income to make this work for what your goal is for your life. So for me, when I started this, I just wanted to have a place to work out. I wanted to lose weight. I wanted to fit back into my, pre-maternity clothes. And this was 8 years ago. So if y'all know who I am, my daughter's now 8. I started this when she was a couple months old as the solution for me to be able to get in shape and lose weight. And what happened was I just started getting results and I started sharing it. I don't feel to this day I've ever had to sell anyone anything other than maybe hope and encouragement because what we do sells itself. So if any of you have anything that you have shared on your social media within the last 24 hours, let me know if they're going to send you a check for that. If someone orders that, whether it is you went to your gym, are you going to get commission for someone joining it? Whether it is you went to Target, they've yet to send me a check. Did you cook something in your air fryer and you talked about that? No. So this is you're doing this anyways. You're showing up anyways. You're sharing your journey anyways. You're talking about your iPhone, your hair products, all these things. And that's essentially what we're doing. But the cool thing is that when you show up and you're sharing about the products that are helping to change your health and, maybe they're super clean and you're loving them, or it's just giving you that afternoon extra energy when you feel like crashing and someone says, oh, what is that? I want to get some. They order through you and you get the commission. That is how that is the first piece of how we create an income. And for me, that was life-changing. You guys, having an extra $150 in my pocket every month not only started to pay for my kids' lunch accounts, it started paying for their football gear when my son played football. I was able to go to Target and shop in the dollar spot and I didn't have to feel bad, and then it's like maybe if you're married, you don't feel like you have to justify shopping. You can go get whatever you want. So the commissions that you earn, while it pays for my products at first, that little extra bit in my pocket is what made the difference for me to really believe like, wow, okay, I'm seeing a little bit of extra income. So the way it works is that with every product that you sell, normally we get people going with packages, but you can earn commissions on everything from the workouts, the Beachbody On Demand workouts, the products, the supplements, but you can earn various prices. Like I said, the challenge packs range from $50 to $60 on average getting started out. But that is just one very small piece of the income. I have gone from making what I used to make in a year to now doing that in a month, you know? And so it is just mind blowing at the opportunity, but to create that amount of commission would kill you. So Heather, go to the next screen. So your goal is not to just create a commission, but your goal is to create a community, and it is to build a team. And so that is where the residual, we'll go to the next one. That's where a piece of the residual income comes from, is that you're not only just helping people get started, but you're helping them to continue and to grow. So residual income is when we get people started. I pretty much start everybody as a coach. And like Heather mentioned, there's different levels of what you could do. I don't care if you ever did this business a day in your life. What I care is that you get the best results possible and that you're able to save the most amount of money off the products that you use. But if you don't sign up as a coach, you can earn basically you would earn the residual income from those monthly Shakeology orders. And that compounded over time ends up adding to a lot. So if you were to help just 3 people in a 3-month time span, you could earn an extra $800. And again, that will continue to compound. And that's if you only help 3 people a month. But what if your goal was to help 5? My goal was to help 5 because I wanted to earn the free trips. I wanted to go on a free trip with a guest and be able to get travel money while we were there. And so like she was mentioning earlier, we get all these trips and perks and everything kind of is intertwined together. And so once I learned about it, wait, I'm going to get a commission. I'm going to get an extra $150 if I help 3, but I would get an extra $300. What's 5? No, is that right? 150. No, yeah, $300 if I helped 5. But then if I do that, you're also going to send me on a free trip with a guest and give me some travel money. So my goal from the very beginning has always to help at least 5 people get started a month. But because I was sharing and getting results, you could do that. Now, the next way to earn income, go to the next one, is what I was talking about from a team bonus. So my goal is to help people get started, to help them see the best results possible, to stay on their programs and continue to grow and build. But the bigger income, the bigger, 6-figure, higher income that you're trying to create a lifestyle of freedom is from building a team. It is from you helping other people to say, hey, this is a business opportunity. You can create an income, and let's do this together. There is kind of a stigma behind this. So people tend to be like, oh, it's a pyramid scheme. Oh, it's a network marketing thing. Yes, it is. But go Google it and you will find out that actually network marketing companies and MLMs, especially women within them, are the highest number of millionaires in the entire country. It is the highest number of self-created millionaires in the entire company. And I can say that that is something that we have been able to do. I will say too, Beachbody does not guarantee any level of success. The income that you create will be direct reflection of the hard work and hustle you put in. But what I'm saying is that in order to get to that level, you have to bring people in with you. You have to be able to help them get started. And again, they may not want to do the business, and that's okay. But somebody's going to want to do that. Somebody's going to want the opportunity to change their life, just like Heather shared about how hers got changed. And if any of you know my story, how mine got changed as well. Now, the way you do that, you can get different income opportunities from that. One is for every 5 people that you bring in, not only did you get that income that I just showed you, that commission, but you're also going to get what's called a fast start bonus. So you get an extra $100 bonus for every 5 people that join you. Then what we have is called a weekly team cycle volume bonus. And I'm not going to go into too much detail. We'll train you about this once you get started. But ultimately, this is called Team Beachbody because the team will create volume that you get paid out on. So it's not you doing everything by yourself. This is why it's not a pyramid scheme. It's because you benefit from the person beneath you. The person beneath you benefits from everything that you do. Yes, it is a pyramid. It is a Triangle, but so are corporations, so are school districts, so is everything else that we do. But the cool thing is, when I worked as an accountant, I would never make more than the president of that company, right? But you have every ability to surpass any type of success that I've ever done. And so that is where the team cycle bonus comes in, is that you get a weekly payout based on the volume that your team creates. And that is from your personal coaches and the team of coaches that have been built underneath you. In addition, once you start to advance in ranks, we have some leadership levels that will then allow you to get a matching of a 5 to 10% match of what the team that you have is earning as well. And that doesn't cap out, and so there's some coaches that make $20,000, $30,000 a week, and you would get 10% of that. Now, again, that's way down the road, but I'm just giving you the higher level of what if you could do that too. In addition to that, we also can earn quarterly bonuses based off your ranks, and the bonuses range anywhere from $1,000 up to $45,000 to $50,000. So it just kind of depends on what your level is within the business of leadership that you get, and you earn those quarterly bonuses as well. Okay, next. So first things first, if you're like, okay, what do I need to do to get started? Well, how much is this going to cost me? Basically, it's only $15.95 a month, but I just want to kind of break this down to you. So I joined as a coach when I was an accountant working a full-time job to our commute. I had a second job on the side. I did not want to do this as a business, but being an accountant, I knew the value of what I was getting started with. I knew that by paying the same price to join, paying $15 a month, and then still getting a 25% discount off my products, I was still saving money. So I was all in at that point. I don't think Costco really has people tripping about, their $100 membership fee a year. And then if you don't go to Costco, do you get the money back? No, you just have the membership. You can go use it if you want. To me, that's how I looked at this. So that is all that you pay for to be a coach. But the cool thing is, Beachbody will also waive that membership fee. I saw the flag if you are any type of active duty veteran or spouse. So you would save even more if you had that piece as well. But with that fee comes with 24-hour customer service. It comes with a website, so we don't have to actually buy products that you have to message or send out. People will go to your website, they'll purchase through you. We have a fulfillment center, they send everything, they do the reporting, they do everything. So literally all you have to do is share it, you send them a cart, and you're done. There are no membership requirements. There are no cancellation fees. If you try this for 30 days and you're like, I don't want to do this anymore, you cancel and that's it. No strings attached. And sometimes people are like, it's too good to be true. I mean, basically it is. It works if you put in the work, whether it's our programs, whether it's the coaching, but if you don't want to do it, then don't do it. Nobody's forcing you to do this. But our goal is to help you see that the possibilities of what can happen, not just with your physical transformations, your mental transformations, but also financially with the business as well. Okay, next one. So if you're trying to say, okay, I think I want to do this, but what's next? Then reach out to the person that invited you and figure out the best choice for you to get started. I'm just going to go ahead and say there is no other best choice than a package because you literally get the most for your money. And again, I'm always about what's the best savings, what's the best deal, what's the best value. I mean, we will help you figure that out of what's best for your needs. But it's ultimately just getting your product set up. It's not an additional charge that you're adding in. So we do our supplements as a replacement. It's a swap out. And so you get with these packages, you'll get the Beachbody On Demand for a year. You'll get a month of your supplements and or the performance products. My suggestion is always getting them all together in a bundle package because you get the most for your money. Now you get the free nutrition plans, you get these containers, you get shaker cups. It's like you get all these things. And when I started, you got one program, one work program and 1 month of shakes, and it was $200. And you can get all that and more for way, way less. Is there any more slides?
No,
so yeah, so do you guys have any questions? Because at the end of the day, it's like if you're on this call and you have listened this much and there's something that's tugging on you saying, maybe I should do this, I just want to challenge you to just go ahead and try it. What is the worst that's going to happen by trying? Number one, maybe you're like, oh, I'm afraid of what someone's going to say. They're going to judge me. Okay, well, they're going to judge you anyways. They're judging you for anything that you do anyway. So why not try to do something to better your life and better the opportunity of the lives around you? You're going to be in the same position you're at now if you don't do it. So why not think, okay, well, if she can do it, I can do it. Like, why not have that mindset? Is there any like questions? Like, all I can say is I'm just going to challenge you to just try. Just try. The opinions of other people will never pay your bills. So don't allow the fear of what you think other people will think of you, of what, you know, you putting yourself out there is going to do, because I guarantee you that had I let that hold me back, my life would be completely different. And I cannot imagine not being home with my family right now. I can't imagine still working 10-hour days, still missing every single thing in my kid's life. My daughter's 8 years old and I'm now able to be home. And we had this conversation with my older kids. They were walking themselves to and from school by the time they were this age, because I had to leave work before they got going. And by the time they got home, I was just barely getting out of work, getting in through traffic, trying to get home. And you have to decide, is your why, is the reason you want to do this greater than your excuses? Because this is possible for anyone. Anyone can do this, but it has to be, are you willing to put in the work to make it happen? It's not hard work, but you will work hard. And every single bit of work I've ever put in has been so worth it. So worth it. So someone said the biggest issue right now is that you've asked everyone you know to sign up and they tell you they're not wanting to do anything. Okay. So number one, we try to train you on how to create more connections. So you do kind of connect with your friends and family to get started at first, but I don't think anyone in my family does this at all. My mom's a coach only because they drink the shakes, but they don't do anything with the business. My sister doesn't, my brother doesn't, my daughter does, but that's because I signed her up when she turned 18 and she ended up falling in love with it. And now she's creating an income and doing her own thing with it. But other than that, none of my family does. I have a couple friends that did. None of them that really wanted to build and push the business, but you know what, that's okay. They still support me. They still love me. And I promise if I'm trying to push for a big goal, they're like, hey, you let me know if you need me for anything. You know, they'll show up and do the workouts. But I didn't have anybody else. I had to build this by creating those relationships and meeting people I didn't know. I didn't know Heather before this. You know, I'm trying to say, I didn't know Danielle before this. I didn't know Mindy before this. I didn't know the other Danielle. These were all people that I met through social media. And you create a social bestie through this. You find people that are just like you, that have the same hobbies, the same interest. And it's like you just have this amazing opportunity to find people anywhere in the world that you would never get to meet and be your friend in real life because of this. And we teach you how to do all that. But a lot of it is just making intentional choices on how to show up, how to do it, because it does take time. A lot of times when I was growing this in the beginning, my family would be like, oh, you're always on your phone. So I would have to sit down and explain to them, I know it looks like I'm on my phone, but what I'm doing is I'm trying to talk to people. I used to get big comments about, why do you always have to take a picture every time we leave? Because I need to share my outfit, okay? I need people to see my outfit and what it is and where they can buy it, because that is how I create conversations. I like to know where people shop and what they buy, and I want to share the same thing with others. And then when we start talking, then they say, hey, by the way, I want to do this group with you. And that's how it starts. So you just kind of have to let them in and understand what you're doing and why, and bring them in on the goals that you have. And just know that it happens, but it takes consistency. This is also 8 years of me showing up every single day through my father passing away, through divorce, through, children, through sickness. And you don't have to be businessy every day, but I've shown up and I've connected every day, just sharing my life. So just know that you don't have to be like some business professional to do this. You simply are just sharing your life, how you're surviving, and how you're fitting in this to be part of your world, and you're trying to make it better. You have to have a goal and a vision for your life, and you're sharing that goal and your vision with the people that are following you or the people that you're trying to connect with, and you're bringing them along with you. And that's really what this business is about. Yeah, so she said 2 years with your divorce with kids. Yeah. Yeah, it's connecting, and we teach you how to create your niche market of like, who are you talking to? Who do you want to connect with? You guys, we have so much training that it is like overwhelming at times, because you're like, oh my gosh, I need to do this and this and this. But we teach you how to figure out who you are, because when I started this, all I knew is I was a mom, I worked, I was like, I didn't know who I was. But we teach you how to find that. We teach you how to connect with people. We teach you how to talk to them. We teach you how to grow and build. So you literally have everything that you need, and you're not going to just be left high and dry. We have an amazing supportive community. So if you signed up with anyone, you don't just get that one person as a coach, you get that entire team, because that's what we do. We work together. Like when we say women who support women, like that is really what this group is. And what this community does is like, everyone's there for each other. And you don't really find that in a lot of places. There's normally a lot of competition, a lot of cattiness. And I truly believe that everyone wants the best for each other. And so we are just always showing up, trying to help. I'm trying to think of any other questions that we might get to.
One of the questions that I get a lot is like, how do you find the time to do this? Look, I'll shoot you straight up. I was 9 hours ahead of the US when I started this business. I started this business in Saudi Arabia. You guys, when I started this business, we had to post 5 to 6 times a day on social media, and I would like have to figure out what time it was in Saudi to what time it was here. I traveled 27 hours back and forth pretty much on a consistent basis, and I still made the time. Here's the thing. It's power pockets of your day. It's not watching Netflix when you want to watch Netflix. It's waking up 30 minutes before your kids wake up to get your workout in and get your personal development in. It's not going out to eat with your friends and your family because your business is more important. I'm going to shoot you straight. You've got to do the hard. This is a brick and mortar business. You're not going to show up to your brand new coffee shop and hope and pray that people walk through the door. So you can't show up to your storefront here and hope and pray that people come to you if you're not sharing what you're doing. And I shared my struggles with trying to build this business from another country. But once you start, you can't take a month off either, because you're going back to square one if you do it. Yeah, it is not easy all the time.
Yeah, and it's about finding the balance. So when she's saying, don't go out to eat, don't watch Netflix, we're not saying forever, but we're saying, are your goals bigger than your excuses? Are you saying, I don't have the time, and you do have the time, but you're choosing that? So what you have to tell yourself is, okay, are my decisions more important than the goals and the dreams I have for my family right now? And then you have to say, okay, if my children are more important by me staying at home, me creating this income, me doing that is more important than me watching this Netflix series that I could watch next week, then do it. But also find a way to treat yourself, to say, you know what, if I sit down for this solid hour and I focus, I'm going to put my phone down and I'm going to go play and do this, or I'm going to go meet my girlfriends for happy hour. It's about being intentional in your time and working smarter and not harder. So I don't want to, like we always say that, but I always don't want to come across as like, no, you're going to give up your life. However, I will say, I 100% believe that I am where I am today because I was willing to sacrifice what most won't for a life now like most can't. I gave up all of that stuff, probably for a year or two. I didn't go to any events unless it was like birthday, like special. I didn't go to happy hours. Like unless it was like a special specific event, I gave it up. I didn't watch TV. I didn't watch Netflix. Like I was so focused on creating this goal for my family of me not having to go back to work and being able to stay home that nothing else mattered to me. And then once you start to see that success, you bring it back in. I found a healthy balance. And of course, every day, still 8 years in, I'm trying to find that because I love what I do. I love this job. You guys, I don't feel like I'm working. I don't feel like I ever am truly having to work because my job is to show up on social media, share my day, and talk to people. Like, how cool is that? But again, it takes work in order to get there. And I've had to grow a lot along the way of figuring out, okay, that really sucked. I shouldn't do it that way. I need to try something different. And so my biggest thing is just be okay knowing that you're going to be afraid to do a lot of things. And it's mostly the fear of what other people think that is what holds us back, not so much the fear of the success that you're going to get. And so when you can allow yourself to be like, you know what, this is the most important thing to me, and have a thicker skin and not care, like it makes the world of difference. And I could preach all day about all these kind of different things, but I just want you guys to know that it is absolutely possible for anyone to build this and to be successful. But at the end of the day, it comes down to the belief. And do you believe in yourself? Do you believe that it's possible? I've never known how I did this, but I always knew that I was going to, and that I was going to make it happen. And so every day I just do the same thing. I get up, I put one foot in front of the other. I do the best that I can. Some days are better than others, but I'm always intentional on making sure that I be a light for people who need it. So do you guys have any other questions? Heather, do you have anything else?
I don't think so.
I know we have a couple other leaders on here. Do you guys have anything else to share? No? Okay.
All right, guys. Well, I hope that you guys reach out to the person that invited you guys today and chat with them more. If you have more questions, please ask. We want you guys to get your questions answered, and we want you guys to feel comfortable going into this business. If not, we hope that you guys come jump on and join us and just at least give it a try. And if you guys need the recording, if you want to listen to this again, just let us know. I will also get that posted for all of our leaders who have people that couldn't make it here today. But thank you guys so much for coming. We actually are giving you guys back 10 minutes. So that's always a fun, nice thing to have. And if you have any other questions, just let us know. If not, we'll see you guys later. Bye.